UAE announces new unemployment insurance scheme for all workers. Really? This is an amazing news, and I guess you might also be wondering back home or wherever you find yourself. Yes, it is true. The UAE actually has launched a new unemployment insurance for all workers around the UAE. I mean, e-levy, unemployment insurance. Come on. Just imagine the number of companies we have here in the UAE as at now. Now, let's put something into consideration. Considering where I am working now, I work in a safe zone where there are over 8,000 companies, if I am not mistaken. And most of these companies are employing people or have employed people who are still working under them. Even though things are not moving as, is expected to move. UAE workers in the public and private sector will enjoy unemployment insurance from next year. Abdulrahman Al-Awar, Minister of Human Resources and Emiratisation, said on today. The move was part of a series of decisions announced during the cabinet meeting on Monday, chaired by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai. The UAE cabinet approved the unemployment insurance scheme to provide unemployed individuals with income support for a limited period of time. The unemployment insurance scheme aims to strengthen the competitiveness of the job market, provide a social security umbrella for workers in case of job loss, and establish a stable work environment for all. Now, this initiative actually is geared at the kind of hardship and conditions people go through when they lose their jobs, and it's just I'm actually short of words. I don't know what to say right now, because if there is a government, if there is a leader, if there are leaders, there are a group of leaders who really think about their people, not just their people per se, but the people who live in their country and work like this, bro. Seriously, I salute each and every leader of the UAE. It is a very perfect initiative, and I know UAE is really going to go a long way in this world. Like, they are forever going to lead the world in everything they do. Seriously, this is come on. According to Al-Awar, the unemployment insurance system will be available to all workers in the public and private sectors in UAE while searching for a job after having lost a job. Which means when you lose a job, this insurance is actually going to back you up until you get back on your feet or until you find yourself another job. Charlie, this really, like, seriously, the employees who lose their jobs will receive cash support for a period of time until the employees find another job. The scheme applies to all nationalities in private and public sectors, said the minister in a media briefing held at the ministry's headquarters in Dubai. However, even though there's a very perfect initiative or scheme that is going to help lots of people in the UAE, there are still going to be certain criteria of people who are not really going to be a part of this kind of scheme. Sorry to announce this to you, but however, investors, domestic workers, workers with temporary contracts, people under the age of 18 years and retired persons with a pension who join a new job will not be part of the unemployment insurance scheme. The goal is to ensure stability in the workplace. UAE aims to attract talent workers and ensure work stability, Al-Awar said. As of 2023, employees will have to contribute a small amount of money for the unemployment insurance scheme through insurance companies. The payment will be done on yearly basis. It will be a small amount and based on the preferred insurance plan between the worker and the insurance company. He said that unemployment insurance fee might range between 40 dirhams and 100 dirhams per year. The minister said the insurance plan will include paying 60% of the worker's basic salary for a certain period in case of job loss, though he did not specify the duration of such payouts. I guess this page is actually self-explanatory, and you would bear with the government of the UAE that if they are taking 40 dirhams or 100 dirhams off of your salary, that is going to be about from, let's say, a 10% or let's say a 5 to 10% of your salary, of your basic salary. And if you find yourself being catered for by the country after you've lost your job until you find another job, paying this amount of money shouldn't be a hassle to you, because this sincerely is a very, very perfect initiative. I would say it is a very clear and good initiative that the government of the UAE is actually undertaking. You understand? So I think paying 40 dirhams or 100 dirhams cash down or a year, okay, you are supposed to pay that yearly so that they save that till the day you are in need, and then it's being refunded back to you. Moreover, it also depends on the kind of plan you want, the kind of insurance policy that you would like to sign with the insurance company. That is going to decide the amount of money you are going to pay to them. Who can enjoy the new unemployment insurance? Emiratis and UAE expatriates alike will be eligible to receive unemployment insurance if they lose their jobs. The mandatory scheme, effective from 2023, will apply to employees in the public and private sectors. Employees will be able to get different annual packages through insurance companies when they lose their jobs. Workers will have the option to apply for higher insurance packages. Workers will receive 60% of their basic salaries with a maximum amount of 20,000 dirhams over a certain period of time. Even though it is not a lifetime, like it is not something that is going to be there for a lifetime, you still stand a chance of enjoying some amount of money, some benefits by the government, due to the fact that you've contributed, or you contributed an amount of money or paid an amount of money to the insurance company earlier. Who will not be eligible for this unemployment insurance scheme? Now, investors, domestic workers, employees with temporary contracts, and people under the age of 18, retirees with pensions who join a new job. Investors, domestic workers, employees with temporary contracts, people under the age of 18, retirees with pensions who joined a new job. So, considering everything we've read today, I think this is basically a very good initiative, and if it comes into effect as of 2023, it is actually going to be in effect from 2023. You understand? And if it should happen that way, I think it's going to help lots of people out there, especially most people who have lost their jobs and end up sleeping in parking lots and then fields and parks around the UAE. So I, for instance, would say this is a good initiative by the government of the UAE, and I really applaud them for this, because while some people are charging their own countrymen or their nationals for some kind of levies they didn't even work for. So I say this is a good initiative and each and everybody should embrace it, okay? If you have that job and you think you might be found wanting some time to come, I urge you to pay this insurance so that you could enjoy its benefits in the near future. That is, if you have plans to live and work in the UAE for a very long time. You understand? Yes, so that is it. I am most grateful to have you here once again with me. Today I didn't do any intro because this news was actually overwhelming. It required a lot of energy and stuff like that, so I had to put all that in there so that I can deliver to you. My name remains Kofi as usual. You already know that. You already know. Yeah, you already know the name. I know that you know the name. Yeah, and if you're a returning subscriber, you know that. Thank you so much for your support for this channel. I am most grateful for your subscriptions, for your watching my videos each and every time, Charlie. I am most grateful. I thank you also for not giving up on me. Sometimes I know I go wayward, but you don't actually, they shun me, like, they leave me. Thank you so much for that. Now, if you are new to the channel, do well to hit on that subscribe button so that whenever I drop a video, you get notified. By so doing, you need to first turn on the post notification icon so that when I drop a video here, you get notified and come join me. I intend to bring you better and more content on this channel. Stay tuned with me, and until we meet again, see you on the next one.